So this is my first 11 for this Saturday's massive game against West Ham, and all week I've been thinking this could be Hughes' last game, but from Coach's comments throughout the week I get the impression it won't be regardless of the result, which is quite interesting because the fans seem to generally want Hughes out at the moment, but the chairman seemingly seems to be backing him. Anyway, my formation and my first 11, no surprise at all. I will be going for a 4-4-2, Jack Butland in net. Centre backs, I'll have Ryan Shawcross, and we hear that Kurt Zouma is injured, which is a massive blow. More so the fact that Kevin Wimmer has to come in, who I've not been impressed with so far. I felt when he came on against Burnley, we all of a sudden looked very shaky at the back. Whether that was directly because of him, I'm not sure, but that's what it looked like to me. Left back will be Eric Peters. He's in so form at best, but I'm struggling to think of other options at left back at the moment that I've seen before. Right back, I would have gone with Tom Edwards, but I'm going to go with Jeff Cameron instead, purely because I know, well, we all know that Arnautovic is back in town, and I think we need a player that's played with him, knows his style, and can take him on potentially. I don't think Tom Edwards has necessarily got enough experience and knowledge of Arnie's game to deal with him effectively, because Arnie's going to be bang up for this, and we need someone on their game to stop him. Moving further forward in midfield, left to right, I'm going to go Ramadan Sobhi. I didn't think he was that great against Burnley, but I think the thing with Ramadan, he does lose the ball quite often, but that's because he's trying to make something happen. With Choupo-Moting, I feel that if he sees there's nothing on, he will turn back on himself and do a bit of a sideways pass, which has got its merit as well if you're under pressure. But the moment we need to make things happen, and I think Sobhi at least goes for that, he at least tries to drive forward. And as a consequence, you will lose the ball a little bit more than if you just passed it sideways or went backwards. So Sobhi to start on the left for me. In the middle, no surprises, Joe Allen and Darren Fletcher. Right hand side of midfield will be Shaq. The only sacrifice of the 4-4-2 formation is that it does limit Shaq a little bit. I have seen that since we've reverted to the formation, but it makes us look more solid at the back, so I think that's a sacrifice we're going to have to take. If we're chasing the game at the end, I'll be happy to kind of free Shaq up and slightly alter the formation. Up front, it's going to be Crouch again. He isn't as effective if he's on for 90 minutes because he does tire, but at the moment, if we're playing two up front, he has to start. And again, I'm going to go with Berahino. Juve is all well and good, but we're just not scoring enough goals at the moment. We're desperate for goals, we're desperate for a win, and we've got a £12 million player sat on the bench, not being given a go. And for me, we can't do any worse with giving Berahino a go, so please play Berahino. Why have we bought this guy if he's not going to be played? It baffles me, it really does. So quickly to run over that again, we've got Jack Butland in net, defence left to right, Eric Peters, Shawcross, Wimmer, right back Jeff Cameron, midfield left to right, Sobhi, Fletcher, Joe Allen, Shaqiri, and up front Berahino and Crouch. Let me know about my first 11, where I've got it right, where I've got it wrong, what you think the score will be against West Ham, because the score quite simply has to be a win for Stoke. No other result will do, but I'm not feeling that confident after what happened on Tuesday. I'm really not. Hopefully I'm wrong though. We'll see you at the game.